So, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. We are still in the beginning of the new year here. The beginning of January. It's like the 8th or the 9th or the 10th or something. One of those days. And I am just sitting here potting up some mulberry cuttings and thought I'd make a little video and chat with you guys. And yeah, this is just a standard little mix here. Peat moss vermiculite. When I'm doing cuttings, most of the time I don't put my compost in there. Just a nice moisture holding mix. That'll dry out a little bit. Helps the cuttings, but holds it good. And just cheap old solo cups. These ones are being reused. And they'll actually hold up pretty good, pretty well. Without issues, put a couple slits in it or put some holes, and you've got a nice little cup to start stuff in that holds up and is nice and cheap. Oh, knocked over my stack there. And yeah, why not? You can reuse them. They hold up in the sun, and if they do break, it's not a big loss. Some of those other, brand new pots, 4-inch, 6-inch ones, get pretty expensive, $1 each sometimes, even, and they're brand new, but they tend to be really flimsy. These hold up nice. But anyway, yeah, just potting up some mulberries. Here's the cutting right there. This happens to be world's best mulberry. I don't know how long is that. It's about 8-9 inch cutting, about the size, about the thickness of a pencil, but even a little thinner. They root really well, most mulberries, and I don't do anything special to them. Literally just a cutting there. I split the end a little bit, just up the center, give it some more surface area to push out roots, and that is it. I normally don't use rooting hormone with these guys, and they root fairly well. But yeah, just it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm a night owl. I work all hours outside all day and doing cuttings and making lovely videos for you guys at night. Just put it in there, pack it down a little bit, not too much. Take your cuttings, literally make sure your buds are facing up. Oop. Let's see, make sure it's centered. And stick a couple nodes on there. Look it. I just potted a mulberry tree. And this will root, give it a couple weeks, water it in, give it a couple weeks, and we're still pretty much the dead of winter here, so they're in full dormancy, and they'll start opening up when it warms up a little bit, and then take off growing. And well, these aren't going to fruit this year because they're so small, even though those buds will probably push out flowers and berries if you let them. Next year, it could easily be a 6, 7, 8 foot, 9, 10 foot tree, whatever size you want, and you'll get almost full production on it. Mulberries grow extremely fast, pretty much anywhere you stick them. The only issue with mulberries is if you take care of them too much, they tend to grow too much. So stick them where they're going to be a little neglected. They don't need rich soil. They don't need a lot of water. They don't need a lot of love, because the more you give them, they'll just grow into giant monsters. When you can just leave them there and they'll give you tons of fruit and pretty much carefree. You can't beat that for a fruit tree, right, guys? I have tons of mulberries everywhere. The goats eat the leaves, the cows eat the leaves, the chickens eat the fruit that falls, the pigs eat the leaves. It's a win-win no matter which way you go. If they get too big, you just hack it off, feed it to the animals, and the wood, as fast growing as it is, breaks down really nice in a mulch pile, or just cut it into smaller pieces and put it back under the trees. They make super quick shade trees if you want. Literally within a year, 2 years, you'll have a full-grown shade tree. Just shape it so it has a nice crown to give you some shade, and those little berries dangling down there, you get some fruit. mulberries really are like the quintessential perfect permaculture plant. There's a variety for pretty much every zone, wherever you want to grow, whether it's completely tropical or you freeze solid. There's a mulberry that'll fit there, and they all taste pretty good. See, again, you just can't beat that. And super productive. So, yeah. But anyway, that is how I literally start my mulberry cuttings, guys. There's nothing really special. You can use rooting hormone if you want. Um, so, doing it this way, depending on the variety, you get anywhere from 60, 80 to 100% rooting normally. Some of the harder to root varieties, which most mulberries root very well, and anything that you're going to find that isn't that good at rooting, generally you'll know because it's pretty rare. But some like these World's Best, some of the Pakistan, some of the, the Mauis, the Shangri-las, the lavenders, stuff like that, they're really good ones. They're a little more common. Root pretty much without an issue. But if you want to, just dab them in a little bit of rooting powder and stick them in water, then you will get a tree. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to pot me up about, I don't know, 50 of these, and they will be getting planted out throughout my property later this year, because we are setting a goal to, even though we feed most of the animals a lot off this property, I mean, like the goats are almost 100% off the property with leaves and everything. The pigs are a little less because, we got to bring in like chicken food, and they get eggs when they're pregnant and whatnot, and they get a good quality dog food. But trying to grow more mulberries because the pigs do really well on the green. They love the mulberry leaves and stuff like that. So definitely if you have livestock and chickens, put them underneath the mulberry trees when they're fruiting. And anything that falls, the chickens will eat. I'll tell you what, when the chickens are eating the mulberries, those yolks look fake. It's pretty crazy. You can feed chickens green stuff all day long, and I've noticed the color doesn't really change. But you give them purple mulberries, and they're eating literally pounds of them a week. I mean, the yolks look insane. Pretty crazy. No artificial dyeing or marigold flowers in there. But anyway, guys, love you. See you later. If you're actually wanting some mulberry cuttings, check out the info in the description. Now's a perfect time to get your cutting started, and you can literally, the trees will take off this year. They grow so fast, it's mind-blowing, literally. And hang on, son. Why are you up? And that's it, guys. So, love you. See you, and grow that food. See you later. What are you doing up, son? It's the middle of the night.